Alright. We are re-recording this. Cardfight King, Aqua Life, baby. You already know how it is. We have White Steve, the driver, here, doing his Angel Feather deck profile.
That's my nickname.
That's because you used to be the driver. Just be quiet. And we're going to have a match video of this uploaded after this deck profile. White Steve, drive away.
Angel Feather starter. I like this one better than the other one. Just personal preference, doesn't matter. But run 4 heal, 4 draw PG, and then run 8 crit. The deck itself does enough field replenishing and filtering through the deck that you don't really need that many draws. So the extra crits just help provide pressure to your opponent, which is great. As far as grade 1s, run 4 Helpful Angel, the Helpful Angel. Run 4 of her. She's a great first turn ride. She goes to the damage zone, comes out, and then when she's on rear guard, she gets the extra 5k if card is put in my opponent's damage zone, so she just gets big. So run her at 4. I run her at 4 because I want to see her more often. And I would just run 3 of the grade 3 searcher for Malkuth-melekh because if you get it to go off, she goes in the soul. Cool. If you miss the search, she's just a vanilla card sitting there in your field. So she's great, but she's pretty much vanilla after she does her thing. And then I run 3 of the grade 1 Aroid. For him, I don't really use him that much unless I'm going for game. That's really about it. Or if I want to apply a little bit of pressure, but that's about it. But I run 3 just so I can see him more often, but 4 just clogs. So, and then as far as tech choice, I run the multi-medical Angel. Just for the helping of filtering through the deck and putting more cards in the drop zone from Malkuth-melek's skill and everything like that. So that's my tech choice for the grade 1s. As far as grade 2s, I run 4 copies of the grade 2 Aroid. He's probably the best grade 2 in the deck. Simply, he just messes with your opponent's field constantly. Then anytime a card is put into your opponent's damage zone, he gets an extra 1,000 damage, and that can happen mid-battle. So he's just all around just a great card to have. And then the second best grade 2 in the deck, she's just great just because she just keeps getting big for no reason. And especially as the game keeps going on and on and on, like, she just becomes a bigger problem for your opponent. And like, the nice thing about this deck, even if you lose your rear guards, they're just gonna keep coming back. It doesn't matter. Like, when someone attacks like one of my rear guards, I'm just like, cool. It's not my Vanguard at least, so that's cool. And then I just run 3 Freezing Gunner. He manipulates my opponent's board somewhat, but he's not as free as the others, so I just run him at 3, but he's there in case I need him, if I ever need him, but I don't typically use him that often. And as far as the grade 3s go, I run 4 Malkuth-melekh.
Hotep Angel.
Yeah, he's the best. If your opponent, when you ride him, your opponent's a grade 2, you deal them a damage. If they're at 3 damage, you heal one of your damages. Like, consistently doing that throughout the game is just a constant problem for your opponent because they're just like, they just see you healing damage. And then a second ability of bringing cards back. So you bring cards back, you take a damage, and it's a damage check. So if you hit a crit power. You hit a draw, draw and power. Heal trigger, heal and power. It's fantastic. just constantly causing problems for your opponent. And then we run 4 Ogodio. Ogodio is great as like a good backup option because they just consistently just mess with your opponent's board consistently. You can go over to your opponent's field, just go over there and just anything that's causing problems, just send them away. Just get rid of them. And Ogodio gets an extra crit, so extra crits are always just problematic. And then I just run 1 Metatron. That's just because I just want to run 9 grade 3s because that way, the constant writing and getting more force or protect markers and such. But she's only good once you write. She's not good if you write her first. She's only good if you write her like later. So I just probably just run her at 1. So that way, I don't see her often, but she's just there in case I need it. So that's really the deck. The whole point of this deck is just honestly, is just to mess with your opponent's field as much as possible. You're not really switching damage out in your damage zone like Angels normally do.
It's more offensive.
Yeah, it's more offensive with this build. Yeah, exactly. It's just more offensive. It's a bit more aggressive than Angels were before, where they were much more pretty passive for this deck. So I like it. It's a cool change up for the deck. But with this build, you want to run Protect 1, not Protect 2.
I don't think any deck can Protect 2 right now.
Yeah, no. Later down the road, with Angels, they have some cards that Protect 2, but that's down the road. Just run Protect 1 with this, and you're golden right now.
Good to go.
That's the deck.
Well, thank you for the deck profile, White Steve. You'll see, guys. It's like I said, you'll see a match video after this. All right, Aqua Life. We out.